You are on the YouTube channel of Mudit Verma, and today I am slinging a quick long-form YouTube video. That's right, slinging on a topic, and that topic is live streaming, specifically the barriers and reasons why I am hesitant to live stream. Maybe I'll make a YouTube video later on as to how I can overcome these barriers, but I figured I'd share my thoughts on this. It's very random, but I think I just want to get in the flow of slinging long-term YouTube videos. Long form, long-term, it's not the phrase. Long form for me is literally defined as longer than a minute because YouTube defines YouTube Shorts as a minute or less and vertical frame. So this is the opposite, more than a minute and horizontal frame. Very minimalist. I'm using my front-facing cell phone camera, just going through, just getting my feet wet, if you will. My feet are also literally wet because I came back from the gym. Shout out to Planet Fitness. Am I right? Judgment-free zone. It's also almost a free zone, literally, because of the affordable price. So I'm a fan. Hey, Planet Fitness, do you want to sponsor my YouTube channel so that it hits 1K subscribers? That would be dope, I think. Anywho, 3 reasons why I don't live stream. Well, first, my content sucks. Well, no, I'm just kidding. Well, that's reason 0. And it's probably true, so maybe I'm not kidding. But reason number 1 is that I don't think I'd be comfortable doing an AMA and ask me anything. There are plenty of questions that I do not want you people to ask me. If you have any doubts, feel free to type that question in the comment section below, and provided it's not filtered out by YouTube's filter of acceptable content, I will gauge and let you know if your question is acceptable to me for an AMA. It's probably, if it's not acceptable to YouTube in the form of a comment, it more than likely is not acceptable for me in a YouTube live stream AMA, FYI. That's a lot of acronyms. The second reason why I'm reluctant to live stream on YouTube or really any social media, I guess this also applies to IG Live, TikTok Live, is that somehow I associate going live with a level of economic stability that I do not have. I work part-time to pay for pretty basic expenses such as rent and I would say travel for my comedy festivals. Somehow I associate live streaming with like a level of routine in my life, a level of geographic stability, like I know where I want to be somewhat long term. My housing setup in New York was good for a year, but that's wrapping up very soon. I also found out that the winters are too harsh in New York, so I will move elsewhere. I'm looking at Hawaii, second choice being Southern California, but Hawaii is sort of my first choice. I think that if I'm formally signed on a lease for a year's worth and am working, probably full-time. That doesn't have to be full-time. Somehow I associate that kind of routine, consistency, stability, and lifestyle rhythm with live streaming. I think that as I unpack that, as I'm talking to you right now, when it comes to like small talk outside of live streaming, questions of like, what do you do, where are you based? I think that if those 2 questions can be answered succinctly and confidently by me, which right now they can't be answered succinctly and confidently by me. They'll still be answered by me, but until then, I don't think I'll live stream just yet. The third reason I'm reluctant to live stream, I tend to talk slow, and that's something that's happened in the last like 5 or 6 years of my life. Mid-20s onward, I talk a lot slower. Talking slow is a result of pharmacy school because when you go on clinical rotations, which are the externships throughout your last year of school and your training, the preceptors, the professors or pharmacists in charge, they can quiz you at any given moment, and essentially I would talk slow so I can buy myself time to come up with an answer. It also makes me sound more intelligent, and it's just really stuck ever since. This also occurred before those clinical rotations. This happened largely as a result of pharmacy school. I felt like I was taken more seriously by talking slower in these academic institutions. I'm not proud of that. I think academic institutions are very pompous. That's a YouTube video for another day. So, those are my thoughts on 3 things that are sort of stopping me from doing social media live streams. Hopefully, I'm confident that those will change and those barriers will be overcome. Maybe I talked about some solutions as I was talking about these barriers out loud. Please like, comment, subscribe, smash those buttons, but don't smash them so hard that your screen breaks. I don't necessarily care about your screen. I just care that the like and comment and subscribe goes through to my I'm just kidding. That's a really mean thing to say. Eat your vegetables.